Wee doggy. So here we go. This is the focus today is on Sarah, Angelina's mom. You can see Angelina in the back behind Sarah's head there in this van. They're never very far apart, not that I've seen anyway. And of course, usually Grandma Mary, Uncle Mike are not far behind, and of course Juliet nowadays is an integral part of the family and the team. So she's usually around here somewhere too. But in this particular picture, we see Sarah. She's got 2 bottles of water, probably one for Angelina, right? Or maybe both. And then, of course, Sarah's entering the van. So let us watch this.
Silver screen and all its sad goodbye. I'm never gonna dance again. Guilty feet have got no rhythm, though it's easy.
Round 2.
Silver screen and all its sad goodbye. I'm never gonna dance again. Guilty feet have got no rhythm, though it's easy.
Okay, oh, wait, time out, time out. That wasn't where I wanted to go. Okay, just wanted to pause the video. Don't get nervous. Now, speaking about getting nervous, I know there's a furry, long-tailed critter right next to me. Nervous, probably hungry, always is, but that can wait for just a minute or two here. So yeah, Sarah, well, I got to tell you, Sarah is a very beautiful woman. What? That's it. That's all I'm going to say. What else needs to be said? Plus, she's done a fantastic job with Angelina raising her and bringing her to be something most of us can't believe. Is she's not just a normal human being. She's way more than that. And she is a human being. Nobody, I don't think, there are some people that think she's an alien, but I don't think that's the case. I think she's so extraordinary in the way she conducts herself and that's on you, Sarah. You and Grandma Mary, I'm sure, are the ones responsible for that, along with some assistance when needed from Uncle Mike. And, of course, now that Juliet's here, then Juliet is adding perspective to the whole picture, right? So, yeah, Sarah's she's a beautiful lady. She is. Hey, I don't even know what to add to that. She's done an extraordinary job raising Angelina, so kudos to her for doing something that some people find difficult to do, and that's raising kids. There's joy, there's laughter, there's pride. There's so much great about having children and having kids. And it's almost, you really can't explain it to anybody. It's just they're a part of you. You're made of the same stuff, and they're also your legacy. I don't know if you ever really realize that while you're raising the kids, but they're they're going to be here, hopefully if all goes the way that it should normally go, they'll be here after you're gone, and they'll be passing along whatever they've learned from you and whatever they've learned from their life onto their children, and so on and so on and so on. And but genetically, the genetic, I guess when they do a DNA thing, that can go back generations. They can tell it's the same family. Actually, I think it goes all the way back to the earliest found humans that they can get DNA from. You can almost tell their lineage in a way. So I don't think this is bad to say this. I think it's good to say this. Sarah and Aunt Mary doing what they've done to raise Angelina and Juliet. Both of them are strong. They're independent. They're their own person. Beautiful. Juliet doesn't need to follow in Angelina's footsteps, although of course she's around all the time, and she probably goes to most of the stuff. I think we see her around quite a bit, but she also has her own interests too, which is great. It's great that you can keep them strongly independent, but also a loving family. How good is that, right? Does it get any better than that? And Angelina, Sarah and Grandma Mary, I'm thinking maybe Uncle Mike pitched in here and there too. He's always around. Have been, such a great influence and a guide and, mentors and whatever you want to call it. But kids, they're a product of their environment, period. They absorb everything, period. And so if you're in an environment where all you hear is negativity, you naturally take on that characteristic. If you're in an environment where things are positive, you take on that characteristic. So you have a child that's doing something that you don't want them to do. It may not be anything that's really bad, like playing with their food, okay? Yeah, okay, they made a mess. They're kids. They're exploring their world by playing with the food, right? I mean, sometimes when you see a kid play with food, it actually kind of looks like fun. Hey, give me some of that. I want to see if I can make something out of that too, besides eating it. So they, it's extraordinary when you watch kids. They're just so, everything's new. Everything's an adventure. Everything is a new experience. Everything's a wonder. And you can shut that down real easy by saying, put that down. Don't touch that. Don't do that. Okay. Pretty soon, the kid shrinks away. And then the kid may feel they have to, if they're going to engage in playing with their food, they're going to have to do it when nobody's looking, okay? So now you're secretive, right? You're not open to your family. You're hiding yourself from your family, because I really want to play with the food. I don't care, if she's going to yell at me, then I'm just going to wait till she's not looking, then do it, okay? Not thinking that the mess is still going to be there, so the evidence is going to be there, but, when you're a kid, you don't always think it out all the way to the end, right? So, yeah, so I imagine that Angelina and Juliet both have been immersed in an environment that's full of love and encouragement. And I'm not going to say, I don't want to say that. Yeah, I can't. I'm not going to say that. It's just because it's not accurate. It's a word that comes to mind, but it's not accurate enough to be included, I don't think. So, I'll tell you what it is. I was thinking that they're permissive, but I don't think that's it. And I don't think it's it because permissive sounds like, just anything goes. Well, I don't know if it's that either. I think that, I think Sarah and Grandma Mary have provided outlets for their creative, when I say they, I'm talking to Angelina and Juliet, their creative energies, so that they can explore their, what they like to do and what they want to do, and their creative ideas, because they are unique individuals, even though they've fallen from the Sarah tree, so they're not going to go very far. Who fell from Grandma Mary's tree, So they have that creative stuff in them anyway, naturally. But you have to let that find an outlet. It has to blossom. It doesn't have to be everybody's a singer. It may be that Juliet ends up being more of a dancer and an entertainer, more of an all-purpose, more of an all-purpose artistic streak in her. I don't know. I hear she's taking some acting lessons. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but she's been doing these little role play things sometimes. Hey, she's as good as any actresses out there right now, I can tell you. She's better, actually. You know, most of them out there are just, well, let's not talk about all that stuff. So, so I was trying to make this short, and I did not succeed. I'm already at almost 11 minutes talking about just Sarah is a beautiful woman, okay? And then my take on that. So let's move on to the next video before I get completely sidetracked here. Hold on 1 second while I go fetch us up one. Okay, let's start this one from the beginning. This is Angelina's in this one, which is okay. Spotlight's on Sarah, so here's some close-up of Sarah. Now we're off. Now we're in the airplane, flying around. So I don't know if there's much more Sarah in here, but at least there was some.
You're way. Oh my god. Where do you guys think I'm going?
Currently, you're going to go up in the air, I hope.
How y'all doing? I miss you guys so much.
We're up in the air.
You have to read. What the heck? Yeah, I'm reading. We're flying, yes.
Okay, there's Sarah. We're going to stop right after Sarah here. Have a little snack. Okay, so off on the airplane. Let's go get another one. Let's scoot on down the line here. Okay, well, welcome back. Now, I had the couple of videos here of Mom Sarah to put a little spotlight on Mom right now, and probably because it's her, she just had her birthday and all that, and I think Sarah. I know in Portsmouth she's out there talking with the crowd, very, very nice, very cordial, very attentive. All those things and more. And of course she looked great. She's a beautiful lady and very kind. The whole, basically the whole package, right? What are you going to say? And no, I wonder where Angelina gets it from, right? Excuse me. So I pulled a bunch of videos off Grandma Mary's website, the TikTok website. And there's a lot there. So I got like probably about an hour worth of put together small pieces. It's quite a lot. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this video here. And I'm going to call this part 1. And then probably divide the next part into at least 2, probably 3, to try to keep them on the shorter side. I'll try not to do too much talking either, otherwise it'll stretch them out again. So actually I think I talked in all the videos like I did in this one, but there's no ending and beginning, sort of thing. So I need to do that. But anyway, let's end it here. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. We don't give Mom enough credit and enough time, I don't think. And if she's out there having fun, I mean, we love to see her with the girls, Angelina and Juliet, and Grandma too. It's just, that's magic. But I think the other thing is just the fact that, she's, I mean, I only met her briefly, but I'll tell you, she's just a nice person. So let's move on. See you on the next one. It'll be up shortly. This one's going to come up first, and then we'll have probably 2 more at least, maybe 3. Might end up being a 4-part series, but whatever. I'm just trying to make it short for you guys, that way you can skip around a little bit. Got some great stuff coming up from Angelina, too, so I got to get that up here, hopefully later today or early this morning. All right, guys, see you on the next one. Bye-bye.